So 20 years. Does that seem like a long time?
It does, because it's 20 years.
Yeah, no shit. The Boys is not old enough to drink, although conceptually, how long before the book started was the idea kicking around? Like before issue number 1 came out, like how many
I'm
months?
Gonna say sort of 2002, 2003.
And you just let it sit and germinate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
And then how long until you pitched it and contracts were signed and...
So I'm gonna say 2005.
Okay. Okay. So pretty close to the go.
Yeah, something like that.
And then we all know what happened there.
And then we all know what happened after that. Yeah.
The tagline, "This is gonna hurt," was that yours?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
And did it hurt?
It worked out well for all concerned. I think that's true. Except some of the people at DC, I guess, didn't have a very good time. I think they all landed on their feet.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about Scott Dunby.
I thought you were talking about the people at the top.
Oh, well, nothing really happened to them, did
Right.
it?
Well, eventually. It's more than 5 years, though. I think that's, 7 years or so it's been on TV?
Sounds about right.
When you wrote it, obviously you don't write things to be adapted into other medium.
No.
But when it happens, which you've had happen, it's a good thing.
It is a good thing, yeah. I mean, it gives the thing a lease on life that it just wouldn't have had otherwise.
There are so many people that come up to the table and see the Boys that have seen the show and didn't know it was a comic.
That's true.
I don't know what percentage it is. I wasn't keeping track, but it seems like it's at least 50% of people that look at it and go, "Oh, I didn't know this was a comic."
Yeah, which again works out very well for us.
Sure, absolutely. And I've also noticed the number of young people that probably would be too young to purchase the comic from a reputable comic book store if they were carding.
Yes.
A lot of people much younger than 18 or 17. They've seen the show. Some perhaps too young.
Yep. Well, that's a matter for their parents.
Of course it is.
I mean, that's sometimes quite strange because you can find yourself saying to the parent, he or she is maybe a bit young to read this, and sometimes the person will take note, and other times you get a kind of, "Oh no, I'm sure it's fine." And there have been times I've had to pick the thing up, open it at an appropriate page, and go, "Look, do you want them reading that?" And that usually decides the issue.
Yes. I've often described the comic work as more extreme than the show, which I think is saying something. And extreme not in a negative or positive way. It's just I think the comic did things that the show didn't, just like the show did things that the comic didn't.
Yes, exactly.
So, but the spirit was always there. I think that's the most important thing. I think out of all the adaptations that have been done of various things, the spirit and the tone were there. The intention was there. The humor was there, even though they went in different directions than the comic did.
I think so. I think Eric Kripke is the man we can thank for that. He has quite a shrewd eye when it comes to isolating what matters about a story.
And do you feel your work glamorizes drinking?
Don't know about my work.
Do you feel your life glamorizes drinking?
I don't know. I can't stop. How's that?
And
I say this, 5 days before St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yes. Well, we all know you love St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah.
What issue number is that? Your memory's better than mine.
Oh, God.
It's in the 20s, isn't it? It's fairly early on,
20s,
right?
But it's everything I've come to think about St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Seek that one out, true believers.
Yeah.
Cheers. So here we are, 2 hours later,
That's the one thing.
3 beers later.
All
Done.
All done.
So what do we think?
What do we think? We think that was 2 hours well spent.
Are you drawing something you're going to show to the camera?
Butcher.
Oh, there we go.
How's that?
Yeah, perfect.
So I get other people to draw them.